You might have been wondering where we were last week. We were fixing our boat, fixing friends' boats, rescuing boats. And even giving one particular hull and our good friend Nino an entirely new future. The issues left to show on our boat are incredibly serious, and I need time to consider how I upload and edit them and the most fair and reasonable way to cover them. But as you follow our journey and see and share in our experiences, there's something to know, and that is that Travel Sketch is not and never will be about a couple fabricating weekly drama on a boat. Nor was it ever meant to be about three friends being traumatized and fighting their way through dealing with a sorry attempt to build a catamaran. Travel Sketch started years ago as a group of friends traveling the world on annual leave and morphed into chasing a lifestyle that prioritized amazing adventures and life experiences, filming it as authentically as possible without regard for being politically correct at the price of honesty or disingenuously trying to push products. Along the way, we've made incredible connections with some awesome characters, with multiple boats planning to meet up with us as we dive, spearfish, kiteboard, hike, explore and adventure our way around the planet, visiting remote islands and incredible destinations. And of course, when we meet someone who is a good person and a whole lot of fun, of course we want them to join in on the adventure. If you've been watching our channel for a while, you would have met Nino. Now, Nino, we originally met him because he was part of the contracting team that was doing the complex warranty repairs on Liger here in Trinidad. Now, when the previous contractor departed, shall we say, Nino, he went out on a complete limb and he flew back to Trinidad with no guarantees of anything to help us finish our hull because he felt it was the right thing to do. And I think the universe has a way of doing things for good people. And now, after being here for a few months, he is no longer just Nino. He is in fact now Captain Nino. This old girl is a 1981 Van der Stadt in desperate need of care and attention from someone who knows what they're doing. She was sailed here in 2021 by the previous owner, who flew out of Trinidad and just due to life circumstances didn't come back. A series of random recent events has led to the point where this boat now belongs to Nino. Nino's actually currently over on Liger getting some work done on her, so I'm going to head back to our boat. But later I'll bring you over to have a tour of this grand old lady who is 43 years old. Our last episode ended with Nino spraying the first layer of paint for our permanent bow art. Now it's time to peel off that stencil and start painting the next section.
What I'm doing is just taking off a sticker, the engine bit for grey. I've had to slice a little bit because bad cutting on the machine. Hey, that is done. Let me just fine line these up so I don't damage anything else.
So you do fine line over the black you've painted?
Yeah, so where I've just taken the sticker off, I need to fine line the edge of the black. I don't want that bleed through, so I've got to make sure it's on properly. Just so you can just about see the black. Just in case of scratching out the rest of it.
Yeah. Because you don't have to use like a heavy grit sandpaper, do you?
No, I just 320 in between it and scotch it. Just to make sure all the edges, so I get nice, so when you pull off a sticker you get lovely edges like that. See what I've got now? Yeah, it doesn't end up tearing if it's not keyed up underneath. You know what I mean? That's what you have to be careful of. I mean, if you don't paint something, if you haven't keyed it up underneath, you will pull that sticker off, it will rip off half the paint underneath, and you just wasted your whole See these bits here? You can just about see them. You can see them on camera. See that will come out next. So that there will come out. I think that some of that's going to be white, but that's going to be dark grey. So I have to go around. I have to fine line all around all them lines. This side's come out really nice.
What we're doing is we're working with Nino to help him get stuff because obviously we're pretty tapped into things in Trinidad and sourcing things and knowing people, and we're kind of dividing jobs into what needs to be done now while the boat's still on the hard and what can be done in the water. So priority areas are the actual hull itself, checking that it's all structurally fine, doing any little repairs that he finds, and also obviously the anti-foul needs to be redone, checking the rig, making sure the engine actually works and works flawlessly, getting the electrical online, checking the gas, and just patching up leaks and getting out bugs. So there's a lot to do, but it's a pretty life-changing project, and we are more than happy to help Nino in this journey because it is a very, very cool thing that he's doing.
Hello.
Hello. You're home.
I'm home. My new home. Nino's World.
Nino's World.
Because what I've done is I've taken out all the cupboards, just soaked all the pots and pans. Well, they're going to go slowly in there. They're soaking.
So, welcome to Nino's World.
Yeah. You can get in. You have to go over that way if you want to go under there. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
You just give us a little tour.
There we go. All right. Well, that's the fun. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Obviously, I'm just tidying up. Well, tidying up. I'm opening up things, sorting things out.
Because she's not been lived in for
No,
3-4 years.
So it's got aircon in it now. Which is quite cool until you get in the bedroom. That's what I need to do. I need to move the aircon into the middle, let the air come through here as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Front room's a bit of a mess. I stepped in there, but because it's downhill, so it's weird. So I've built myself up like that.
Oh yeah.
So my body was going down, my head was up like that. Yeah. So but this is nice in there. I mean, yeah. And I've got a bathroom, but I did clean it out yesterday. But I put everything in there, and I've started ripping the ceiling down because it's a bit wanky in there.
But yeah, so all your white panels, you mean?
Yeah, all them white panels will be coming down because they're just, well, they're about 40 years old. That leather's just faded away.
Yeah, it's done. Quite a nice bathroom.
Yeah, quite a nice bathroom, and it's got a shower in there.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably just drag out the little window and shower on the deck.
Yeah.
Save me put it in the floor.
Yeah.
I've got cupboard space here. It's quite spacious.
Yeah.
I reckon there's a little bit of water seeping in there, and it's definitely not from there because that stops in sort of here. That stops about there. There's mould underneath there, which is from the deck.
Yeah.
Same
So
on this side.
So that's the deck leaking.
That's the deck leaking, yeah. So that's just leaking into the middle.
And same on
But
this
there is
side.
a couple of little issues just down there. But they're not massive things. They're just, do you know what I mean? I can do them in a day. Can do them in a day.
This boat needed someone who knows what they're doing and is an incredible optimist.
Yeah. She. Look at that. Apart from that shelf, she is immaculate. Someone scratched it though, because they're an idiot. They've obviously used a scourer on the stainless. I learned my lesson as a child doing that. So my cupboards. Obviously all these pots and matching plates.
Yep.
I've cleaned all these out, so these are all clean.
Yep.
Ready to
They
go
look
back in.
good.
Yeah, they can come out alright. I've got to concentrate on fixing the deck.
Yep.
Stop the water coming in. And there's something wrong with that mast. There's water coming into that mast somewhere.
Probably in through the deck join.
Yeah. But for now, yeah. So yeah, lots of space. But I mean, even in here, it's all good. It's all covered up.
Yep.
So I think the water damage is mostly sort of like from about here or there.
Yep.
That way to the bathroom. Same on both sides, because the control panel is immaculate.
This one here.
Yeah. There's no damp in there, there's no rust in there.
We have different definitions of immaculate, I think.
No, but I mean, like, as in the rust wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of bird's nest going on in there.
Yeah.
I think it's of going back to basics though, and just ripping it all out and going back to basics.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I got a man for the job.
Yeah.
Tybee his name. And in this room, oh, I don't know, I'm going to get in and out of here. My shoulders don't get in and out. This is the dirty room. This is the room where there's not so much damage on the hull, on the floor. Something's leaked in here. I think the water from the back has come into here.
You can see up here on your hatch.
Yeah, the hatch as well, yeah.
So that's a lot of water coming in like that. And then it's dripped straight down and just destroyed your floor here.
But so this is my room ready to concentrate, getting them cleaned up. Once everyone's finished in there. This is going to be my master room. And a nice little bathroom, which I haven't been in there yet. Oh, more white vinegar. Sweet.
Smells musty, but looks good.
Yeah.
God, I'm kind of scared to open that toilet.
She's got potential.
How are you feeling about it all?
I'm scared.
Yeah?
No. I don't know actually. Once she's out on the water, like you say, I can do most of it out there. But I need to get, while I'm here, there's a couple of bits I need to obviously do the floor and what have you. And I've got started, so I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this. Let's get you busy with the rest of my life, I tell you.
That's what owning a boat is.
Yeah.
Constant busyness.
Constant.
You don't need to find hobbies, hobbies will find you. Give her some love.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's the attention she needs. Yeah. This colour.
It's the ratio 1:1.
Yeah, it's 1:1. So, and if I do 100 and 100 and a little splash, it won't be enough to do both sides. So I'll do 150, 150.
One for you, one for me.
Yeah. Just smell it there. Make sure it's alright, because water just spill out of it. Let's make sure it's right. Right, what have we got there? 50, so 10%. 20%. Let's take it off. 350. Right, so that's me grey. I wonder if I can buy these lids here. Much better get these lids here, but I wonder if I can buy them individually. I'll just buy a couple because it's so much easier.
Suit up and start painting, eh?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to set the time lapse up.
Yeah.
The tool bag is in the back. We've just driven across the yard to the Stadt. We have two missions. The first is it's actually raining right now and we want to see if we can source any leaks. Second is try to get the engine working. Because if we know that the engine works, that's a pretty big deal. If the engine doesn't work, that's a pretty big problem. So, see how it goes. What's up?
I said it's full of water and mold. That's some corrosion on there, my god. And the alternator. Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Something crawled.
Yeah.
For those of you watching at home, Brandon does not like spiders. Right.
I'm guessing that used to be solid. At least he's got twin alternators.
I've got the supply rail off. Everything on this side seems to be quite rusted, so I'm just taking my time. Just sprayed penetrating oil on all the injectors and let them soak for a little while. And they should come off.
So I've taken the oil fill cap off and there doesn't seem to be any rust build-up or any sludge or grime. There's hardly any varnishing on the cams or anything. I want to inspect the injector as well. I could just pull the glow plugs out and try and turn it, but because we want to have a look at the injectors as well, it makes sense to do it by pulling the injectors and turning it over.
While Tynan was inside dealing with the engine issue, Nino took to the outside to start checking the structural integrity of the hull by tap testing it.
These are on so tight.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Corroded or just tight?
Just tight.
So the injectors are out. Just got a bore scope. Gonna inspect the cylinders. Just gonna go get a 36mm socket and then try and turn the engine by hand. Now we just need to get a socket that'll fit down in here and then try and rotate the whole engine. So we sprayed some penetrating fluid into the cylinders, let it sit for a little bit.
Just a second.
Fluid.
Are you gonna laugh? Are you gonna laugh at penetrating fluid again, or can we get over this?
Go.
Can we get over this? You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
So we've waited a little bit for the penetrating fluid to do its thing.
I don't even laugh on the first time, but now I'm laughing.
Because we don't know the history of the boat, it's got some real cowboy wiring to the starter motor and to the batteries and stuff like that. So we've disconnected all the cables from the starter motor just in case it decides to come to life.
You did it.
I did it, yeah. Now we're going to rotate the crank.
The penetrated oil.
The penetrated crank. To see if the whole engine will turn over or whether or not it's just a new mooring. Moment of truth. As soon as I get some people over here, just in case something goes wrong. Hopefully, I don't see why it would. But if something goes wrong, we'll hit the kill switch on the engine, the battery isolate, and we've got something to block the intake in case it starts running away.
After like well over 20 hours working on that block, he reckons this is it. She's gonna start. You can see Tynan is setting up the fuel lines to go into this jerry can. The reason that he's going to run out of the jerry can is we haven't actually got to the fuel tank yet, but this is a way of testing the engine, and if the engine's working, then we can deal with the rest of it. So, everything's been positive. It looks to the fact it should work, but like I said at the very beginning of this, if it works, it's a good thing, and if it doesn't work, we have a problem.
Why I've got both lines going to the jerry can is if you've actually ever seen how much fuel an engine uses, it's very little. So if you just put the jerry can straight into the feed and try and run the engine, 80% of the, probably more than 80% of the fuel you're putting in is just going straight back to the tank. So if the tank is dirty or it's full of diesel bug or mud or whatever, all of that good diesel that you're using to run the engine is just going back to the tank.
What do you got to do to start it up?
Just de-isolate the battery and start cranking it. Because the MDI box is faulty, I can't really use the control panel. I have to use the bypass switch. So I'm going to try start it without glow plugs first, because it's already quite hot today.
Yep. Alrighty, buddy. What is that screaming at us?
It's the panel, because the panel is faulty.
Yeah.
Runs. These model Volvos and some other ones have this black box. It's a MPI or something rather. They're a known issue and they're known to fail. So that's the case in this one. A lot of people have had them replaced under warranty, and some people they fail in a year, some people they fail within the first 100 hours. So I'm going to basically throw the box in the bin and remake a whole start system with relays and stuff like that. So fun.
Nino's lucky he has you as a friend. It's been a very productive week this week. We have fixed a boat, saved a boat, and now Nino has a boat. I wonder if he needs a boat dog.